Well, hey guys, it's time for a Top 5 Wednesday. Now, I'm sure you know what that means if you've been watching any of these, so this time I'll let you recite the disclaimer. Good job! You didn't need to add all those swear words in there, but you know, I wouldn't have done any better myself. Anyway, today's Top 5 Wednesday is Top 5 First Scenes in Games. And this was really hard for me to do because I couldn't remember like any of them. So that's a great start, but after some interneting I did find some that I really, that had stuck with me a little bit. So I managed to come up with 5, because that's what Top 5 Wednesday is about. So my number 5 slot goes to Dragon Age Origins. Y'all remember that beginning sequence with Duncan's voice talking over like these images, and then you watch Duncan kick ass for a while? And yeah, there's something that draws me into that. It really makes me want to play because it feels like somebody is reading like some sort of preamble to a Lord of the Rings style epic story. And I'm like, yeah, I'm about to be in this great, enormous fantasy story, and I want to be part of that. And so that intro makes you so excited and makes you so certain that you are going to be in this giant tale, this giant high fantasy story. Number 4 is the intro for Super Smash Bros. Now I'm going with the original for the N64 because when I was young and I remembered seeing it, we had all gotten Smash Brothers and we didn't really know what was in store, but then we saw that intro sequence thing with the master hand and the characters coming to life and fighting each other, and we were just like, oh, this is gonna be the best thing ever. And then it was. And therefore, I had to put it on this list because it cemented Smash Brothers in my head as the game that I was going to love. Even though I don't really play Smash Brothers games that much anymore, I still look fondly back on the N64 version, and I used to be pretty good at it, you know, for a kid. As best you could do with those weird-ass N64 controllers that were just awkward. It's kind of like holding 2 plastic bananas and trying to push buttons. My number 3 spot, yes, another BioWare game, and that goes to Mass Effect 2. If you're not familiar with the beginning of Mass Effect 2, you die in the beginning of Mass Effect 2, and so here you are. You've played through ME1, you're going into 2, your Shepard is this awesome hero, and you're like, yeah, me and Shepard, we're gonna save the galaxy, except for a few seconds after you start, Shepard is dead in space, and you're like, oh, that's not good. So it's a really grabbing way to start, and it got your attention. And it was a good lead-in and excuse for Shepard to be working with Cerberus for a while, versus if Shepard hadn't died and just suddenly was trying to do that for some reason. I liked it. It really set you up for one of my favorite games of all time. My number 2 slot goes to the intro sequence from Borderlands 2. Now we're talking about the one with the music under it, which I wish I could play you, but I can't because YouTube will kill me and steal my kidneys. It's a documented fact. But I highly recommend that you go watch it here on YouTube and check it out. I actually like the second one better than the Borderlands 1, which has a similar feel. The songs that they choose are just perfect, and the sequences really get you so hyped to play the game. You are ready to shoot some everything by the time that intro sequence is over. But I think I really do love the choices in music and the scenes themselves and the way that they flow and the way they work with the music. They're just great. And my number 1 opening cinematic is from Bioshock. I kind of had forgotten about it, and then I rewatched it when I was making this list because I was like, didn't it have a really good opening? And I was like, oh, yeah, it did. Like the beginning when you're drowning and you really feel like drowning, like my lungs felt tight while I was watching it. And then they're suddenly playing Beyond the Sea, and then there's an introduction with Andrew Ryan, and I was just like, oh my gosh. This is seriously one of the best intro cinematics I have seen ever, which is why it's number 1 on my list. Imagine that. So what's on your list of your favorite intro scenes of all time? Comment below, let me know, and I will include it in another Top 5 Wednesday. And if you can't get enough of my voice or my new haircut, go check me out on my channel where I talk about other stuff like books and writing, because I'm a writer. Yeah. It's happening. So pop on over there and check that out, or feel free to wander the Pariahcast page at your leisure, clicking on whatever suits your fancy. So you can do that all week because I will see you again on the next Top 5 Wednesday. Bye!